Greetings to all. Welcome back to online class. Today we are going to learn lesson 9, Freedom Struggle in Tamilnadu. Okay, lesson 9, Freedom Struggle in Tamilnadu. First of all, introduction. Our state Tamilnadu was leading. Okay, our state Tamilnadu was leading to resist the colonial rule, to oppose the colonial rule. In the later part of 18th century, the Palayakkarars opposed the English. The Palayakkarars opposed the English because they tried to establish political hegemony, that is political domination in Tamil Nadu. We know what is Palayam, who were Palayakkarars, and what are the duties of Palayakkarars and Palayakkarars war. Okay, all these things we learned in lesson 6. Okay, lesson 6. Anyhow, the Palayakkarars were defeated, that also we know. After that, Vellore revolt of 1806, Western education and outcome of educated Indian middle class took the struggle in a constitutional way. The freedom struggle in India was a unique one. Okay, because it was not only for the struggle for independence, but also struggle for independence from social disability. Okay, struggle for independence from social disability. In this lesson, we'll learn the role of nationalism in freedom struggle movement. Okay, we will learn the role of nationalism in freedom struggle movement. Okay, next one, that is the first heading, early nationalist stirrings in Tamil Nadu. Okay, early nationalist stirrings, that is failings in Tamil Nadu. First of all, Madras Native Association. The Madras Native Association was the earliest organization. Okay, earliest organization founded in South India. It was started by Gasalu, Lakshmi Narasu, Srinivasar and their associates. Okay, it was started in 1852. It consisted large number of merchants. Its objective was to promote the welfare of its members and reduce the taxes. It opposed the support of the government to Christian missionary activities. One of the important contributions of this MNA, Madras Native Association, was its agitation against the revenue officers. Because the revenue officers tortured the peasants. Finally, Lakshmi Narasu Torture Commission was started. The Torture Act was also abolished. However, in 1862, the Madras Native Association ceased to exist. In 1877, T. Muthuswamy was appointed as the first Indian judge of Madras High Court. Okay, Muthuswamy was appointed as the first Indian judge of Madras High Court. It created an excitement in Madras presidency. Okay, the entire press in Madras criticized the appointment. Of an Indian as a judge. The press opposed his appointment. The educated youth realized that the press was under the direct control of the Europeans. The educated youth felt that they need a newspaper to express their ideas. G. Subramanian, M. Veeraragavachari and 4 others. G. Subramaniam, M. Veeraragavachari and 4 others together started a newspaper, that is the Hindu, in 1878. The Hindu. It was started in the year 1878. Soon it became the vehicle of nationalist propaganda. In 1891, in 1891, G. Subramaniam started a Tamil nationalist periodical known as Swadeshamitran. Swadeshamitran. In 1899, it became a daily. The Swadeshamitran and the Hint provided encouragement to create other native newspapers such as Indian Patriot, South Indian Mail, Madras Standard, Deshabhimani, Vijaya, India, and Suryodaya. Indian Patriot, South Indian Mail, Madras Standard, Deshabhimani, Vijaya, India, and Suryodaya. Now we will see Madras Mahajana Sabha. Madras Mahajana Sabha was the earliest organization in South India. On 16th May 1884, it was started by Veera Raghavachari, P. Anandacharlu, P. Rengayya and others. Veera Raghavachari, P. Anandacharlu, P. Rengayya and others. P. Rengayya became its first president. P. Rengayya became its first president. P. Anandacharlu became its secretary. The members met periodically. They debated public issues in closed meetings. Hall meetings were conducted and communicated their views to the government. Next, demands of Madras Mahajana Sabha. Conducting civil services examinations in England and India. That is the first one. That is the first demand. Conducting civil services examinations in England and India. Second one, abolition of the Council of India in London. Abolition of the Council of India in London. Third one, reduction of taxes and the reduction of civil and military expenditure. Many of its demands were adopted later. By International Congress, founded in 1885. Indian National Congress was founded in 1885. Now moderate phase. Madras Mahajana Sabha led the formation of an all-India organization. The Indian National Congress leaders from different parts of India attended several meetings before the formation of the Congress. On one such meeting was held in December 1884 in Theosophical Society at Adayar. Theosophical Society at Adayar. It was attended by Dadabhai Nauroji, K.T. Telang, Surendranath Banerjee, and other important leaders. From Madras, G. Subramaniam, Anandacharlu, and Rengayya attended the meeting. From Madras, J. Subramaniam, Anandacharlu, and Rengayya attended the meeting. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held in 1885 at Bombay. Out of 72 members, 22 members were from Madras. The second session of the Congress was held in Calcutta in 1886 under the chairmanship of Dadabhai Nauroji. The third session was held at Mackie's Garden in Madras in 1887. Mackie's Garden is now known as Thousand Light. Badruddin Tayyabji was the president of this third session. Out of 607 all Indian delegates, 362 were from Madras Presidency. Out of 607, 362 members were from Madras Presidency. Next, Swadeshi movement. Bengal was partitioned in 1905, This partition of Bengal led to the Swadeshi movement, and it changed the course of struggle for freedom. Popular leaders emerged in Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra. Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra. They implemented the program of Calcutta Congress. The programs were promote Swadeshi enterprise. The programs were promote Swadeshi enterprise, boycott of foreign goods, and promote national education. Response in Tamil Nadu. Next we will say response in Tamil Nadu. B.O. Chidambaranar, P. Chakkarayyar, Subramania Bharati, and Surendra Nath Arya. Surendranath Arya. B.O. Chidambaranar, B. Chakkarayyar, Subramania Bharati, and Surendranath Arya were the prominent leaders of Tamil Nadu. Public meetings were organized in various parts of Tamil Nadu. Thousands of people attended the meeting. For the first time, Tamil was used to mobilize the people, that is, collect the people, mobilize the people, organize the people. Bharati's patriotic songs create patriotic emotions. Many journals were started to propagate, to spread Swadeshi ideas. The important journals were Swadeshamitran and India. Swadeshamitran and India. Bipin Chandra Pal, the extremist leader, toured Madras and he delivered lectures. Toured T-O-U-R-E-D. Toured Madras and he delivered lectures. His lectures inspired the youth also. Students and youth participated widely in the Swadeshi movement. Next, Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company. B.O. Chidambaranar launched the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company at Thuthukudi. He purchased 2 ships, Gallia and Lavo, and plied them between Thuthukudi and Colombo. Next, we will see Tirunelveli Uprising. VOC and Subramania Siva organized the mill workers in Thuthukudi and Tirunelveli. In 1908, VOC led a strike in the European-owned coral mills. European-owned coral mills. At the same time, Bipin Chandra Pal was released from jail. VOC and Subramania Siva organized a public meeting to celebrate the release of Bipin. So, both of them were arrested. The 2 leaders were charged with sedition and imprisoned. 2 life imprisonment was given to VOC. TW2, life imprisonment was given to VOC. The news of the arrest spread like a forest fire and riots broke out in Tirunelveli district. This led to the burning down of police station. This led to the burning down of police station, court building and municipal office. Because of police firing, 4 people died. VOC was treated harshly in prison. He was made to pull heavy oil press. To avoid imprisonment, Bharati moved to Pondicherry. In those days, Pondicherry was under French rule. Bharati's example was followed by many other nationalists, Aurobindo Ghosh and Subramanianar. Now, revolutionary activities in Tamil Nadu. Pondicherry was a safe place for the revolutionaries. Many revolutionaries in Tamil Nadu were introduced and trained in revolutionary activities at India House in London and Paris. Among them, M.P.T. Acharya, V.V. Subramanianar and T.T.S. Rajan were prominent. M.P.T. Acharya, V.V. Subramanianar and T.T.S. Rajan were prominent. Revolutionary literature was distributed by them in Madras and Pondicherry. Radical papers of India, Vijaya and Suryodayam came out of Pondicherry. The revolutionary papers and Bharati's poems were banned. B-A-N-N-E-D stopped. These activities in Pondicherry intensified with the arrival of Aurobindo Ghosh and V.V. Subramanianar in 1910. These activities continued till the outbreak of First World War, that is 1914. Now, Ash murder. In 1904, Nilaganda Brahmachari and others started Bharata Mada Society. Okay, Bharadamada Society in 1904. Okay, it was a secret society. Its objective was to kill British officers and kindle patriotic feelings in the minds of the people. Okay, was to kill British officers and kindle patriotic feelings in the minds of the people. Vanchinathan of Senkotai, okay, was influenced by this organization. Vanchinathan was under the service of state of Travancore. The activities of the extremists greatly alarmed the British. Alarmed means feared the British. The collector Ash shot down and killed 4 persons in Tirunelveli. So Vanchinathan wanted to take revenge against Collector Ash. He secretly went to Maniachi railway station and shot dead Collector Ash on 17th June 1911, and he himself committed suicide. Okay, he himself committed suicide. Next, Annie Besant and Home Rule movement. The extremists and revolutionaries were suppressed. The moderates hoped for some constitutional reforms, but they were disappointed. With the Minto-Morley reforms because it did not provide for responsible government. When the national movement was in diminish, Annie Besant, an Irish lady, she was from Ireland, and the leader of the Theosophical Society, proposed the Home Rule movement. She proposed the Home Rule movement on the model of Irish Home Rule League, that is Ireland Home Rule League. She started a Home Rule League in 1916. She carried forward the demand for home rule all over India. G.S. Arundale, B.P. Wadia, and C.P. Ramaswamy. Okay, G.S. Arundale, B.P. Wadia, and C.P. Ramaswamy helped her in her campaign. She started the newspapers New India and Commonweal. Okay, Annie Besant's newspapers New India and Commonweal. She remarked, better bullock carts and freedom than a train deluxe with subjection. Okay, better bullock carts and freedom than a train deluxe with subjection. That is, அதிநவீன வசதிகளுடன் கூடிய ரயிலில் அடிமைகளாக இருப்பதை விட சுதந்திரத்துடன் கூடிய மாட்டு வண்டியே சிறந்தது. Under the Press Act of 1910, Annie Besant was asked to pay a huge amount as security. She wrote books. She wrote 2 books. The first one, How India Wrought for Freedom. That is, விடுதலை பெற இந்தியா எப்படி துயருற்றது. And her second book, that is India a Nation. India a Nation, that you know. Again, she wrote a pamphlet on self-government. Many students joined the movement. They were trained in home rule classes. They were formed into Boy Scouts and volunteer troops. Annie Besant and her co-workers were prohibited from making public speeches. Annie Besant was elected the president of the Congress session of 1917. Annie Besant was elected as the president of the Congress session of 1917. Non-Brahmin movement and the challenge to Congress. Next heading, non-Brahmin movement and the challenge to Congress. The non-Brahmins organized themselves into political organizations. Non-Brahmins organized themselves into political organizations to protect their interests. In 1912, this Madras Dravidian Association was founded. 1912, the Madras Dravidian Association was founded. C. Nadesanar became its secretary. In June 1916, he started the Dravidian Association Hostel for non-Brahmin students. Dravidian Association Hostel for non-Brahmin students. On 20th November, a meeting of about 30 non-Brahmins was held. A meeting of about 30 non-Brahmins was held. The meeting was held under the leadership of P. Tyagarajar. Under the leadership of P. Tyagarajar, Dr. T.M. Nair and C. Nadesanar at Victoria Public Hall in Chennai. Okay, Victoria Public Hall in Chennai. The South Indian Liberal Federation was founded. This South Indian Liberal Federation was founded to promote the interest of non-Brahmins. They launched 3 newspapers, Justice in English, Dravidian in Tamil, and Andhra Pragashika in Telugu. Okay, Justice in English, Dravidian in Tamil, and Andhra Pragashika in Telugu. So, this South Indian Liberal Federation, popularly known as Justice Party. Now Justice Ministry. The Congress boycotted the election of 1920. The Justice Party won 63 seats out of 98 seats, that is elected seats in the Legislative Council, 63 out of 98. A. Subbarayulu of Justice Party became the Chief Minister. After the 1923 elections, Raj of Panagal of Justice Party formed the ministry. Next, measures introduced by Justice Party. The Justice Party introduced various measures for the benefit of non-Brahmins. They were reservation of appointments in local bodies and educational institutions. Reservation of appointments in local bodies and educational institutions. Okay, that is the first one. Second one, establishment of staff selection. Okay, staff selection board. Establishment of staff selection board. Third one, abolition of Devadasi system. Next, allotment of waste government lands to the poor for housing. The last point, extension of primary education to the depressed classes. Okay, children, with this I finish today's session, children. I'll meet you in the next session with the remaining part of the lesson. Okay, children. Thank you. Bye.